Can you tell us a little bit about the winemaking, Clive?
Okay, well we hand-pick the grapes, we then chill them overnight, so when we load them into the press the next morning, we get this really fine, clear juice fraction. We discard the pressings, we don't use the pressings in Nautilus Chardonnay, so we end up with about 500 litres per tonne, and that goes straight into French oak barrels. So Nautilus Chardonnay is a barrel fermented style, it's a serious Chardonnay, and we think that the barrel fermentation is an important part of that. They go through an indigenous ferment, so we don't inoculate them, it's just the natural yeast that ferments the wine. We then lees stir the barrels, so we stir the lees up in the barrels for about 3 or 4 months post-fermentation, and that, along with the indigenous ferment, the lees stirring, the fermentation characteristic you get with the barrel fermentation leads to nice complexity into the wine, so it overlays those sort of basic fruit characters. The fruit character in Marlborough Chardonnay typically tends to be in the citrus spectrum, so we end up with a wine that's got really nice restraint, but it's got length and elegance and really good texture elements as well from our barrel fermentation. So the wine stays in barrel for 10 to 11 months. There's only a small percentage of new barrels, typically less than 20%, because we don't want, oakers should sit in the background rather than being a dominant player in the wine style. But nevertheless, we do want, oak is important because it is a very serious style of Chardonnay.